Hi everyone, I'm Marilyn. A few of you have asked me how I do the skin on the images I post in the various Facebook groups, so here I am. First I need to show you a couple of things that will make a difference to the finished result. Today I'll be using Copic markers, which are these. There are two different ones. There's this shape, which is a Copic sketch, and this shape, which is a Copic chow. They both got exactly the same ink, exactly the same brush nibs and chisel nibs. The only difference is the sketch hold more ink, but the Copic chow are about £2.85, and the bigger sketches are about £4.50 each. Yeah, they blend brilliantly and they make it quite easy, to be honest. Secondly is the paper. Now this paper is rough, it's brilliant for pencils, it's got texture, but if you use your markers on these, it will bleed. It'll travel over your lines and just make a mess. This image here by Slinky Tart is printed on the Crafter's Companion Nina Ultra Smooth cardstock, and it's brilliant for markers. The ink sits on top, so you've got time to blend it together. With this pencil paper, if you tried blending on it, you probably could, but you wouldn't get a good result really. But there again, I do colouring books, and it's not as nice as on card, but I do get fairly good results on colouring paper. Next is the flicking technique I need to show you. So when we're colouring, I'll do it on the proper card. When we're colouring, most people will do this. I did that, but if you try to blend another colour to that, you'll have a harsh line. You can blend all you like, but it'll show up. So the best technique I've found is to flick like this. You can get quite fine lines doing it like that. So let's go. Firstly, I'll go through the colours with you if you have got the Copics. I've got E0000, E000, E00, E21 and E11. Seems like a lot of colours just to colour a little image, but it does make a difference. So I start by colouring the whole image just in a quick base coat. Not probably barely show because it is quite a pale colour, but I can guarantee you it is there. I know I said about the flicking technique, but this is just like a quick basic coat, just so there's ink on the paper already, like so. Then we get where next darkest colour is E000. Now this is where you do your flicking. You start from the edge of the face. Sorry, I have to turn it because it's easier to flick away. So you start off flicking just past the eye, and you can keep going over it to get a deeper contrast if you want that. So there, I'm just flicking it around the edge of the face, because you want to sort of like the face is rounded, so you want to flick in a rounded way. So up to the hairline. You don't have to be exact on this first layer. Yes, there is another layer. So just do down the cheek, like so. So you can see that. Yeah, you see that just about. Then we go to the next darkest colour, which is E00. And again, this time, you don't make your flicks as long because we're getting darker. You want to keep it along the edge of the face, like so. Let's do that bit. You can sort the ear out later. Just flick in where you think your shadows would be. Like that. Yep, you can see that. Then we go to the E21. Slightly darker again. Shorter flicks. Side of the face. The little flicks are getting smaller and smaller. Like that. And then we do the darkest, which is E11. Down the side of her eye. I know it looks a bit funny at the moment, but we can sort that out in a second. On the edges, little flicks. Like that. We can see that. Yep. It looks a bit orangey on the camera, but it's more of a brown. So that was our darkest colour. Now you work yourself back up to the lightest colour again. So we've done E11, so we go back to the E21, and this time those little E11 flicks you did, just catch the edge of those and it'll blend. You see that? They're like magic, these pens. They make you look quite good when you're not. Oh dear. Like so. That's blended nicely. Then we go back to the next lightest, which is E00. Just catch the edge of those E21 strokes you've just put down. You can sort the nose out in a second. It's a bit lighter. So I'm sort of like in my head, the light source is directly in front of her, which is why she's not as dark in the centre. But what we'll do with the E21 actually while I'm here is just do up the side of the nose and sort of like match it into her eyelid like that. I know it's only a cartoon, but we need to get these things right. So we're back on the E00. And then back to our very palest, which is the E0000. Now you just blend the edge of the E00 you've just put on. I think I need to get a new one of these, or the ink refill. But this technique, I know I've got a bullet nib here, but you can do still the technique, a brush nib, sorry, I've got a brush nib. It will still work with a bullet nib. And that is basically it, that's all I do. You can do more shading if you like it dark around the edges. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I leave it pale. She looks like she's been on a sunbed a bit too long. But that's it basically. What I can do is add some blush. I usually use R20 for the blush, but I've run out and I've picked this pale pink, which is RV21, and I'm just hoping it'll be okay. But again, it's the flicking technique. Do flicks. Put the brush where you think it might go. It's under the eye a bit. Yeah, it's a bit pink, but it looks okay. I'm happy with that. Well, thank you for watching. The next one I'll do, it'll be on Copic hair. Unless you want me to do the skin in pencil. If you let me know, I'll do another one. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.